Hey, God bless you. It's Garlinda Price, your favorite agency owner and national sales director with Senior Life Insurance Group. And so I just want to make sure that you can hear me well over here on YouTube. I'm going to be recording over here on Zoom. So let me get on here and check right quick. Okay, awesome. And so let me just check over here on YouTube that my live is on and working well. Yep, I can see me. So listen, I was inspired to create this video for you all today because so many of you have been reaching out to me, and I've been marketing our free lead program. And so our free lead program is going to be launching in the next, probably it's supposed to launch this week. We were hoping it would have already started, but logistically, there are so many people that want to get involved that it's taking a minute. And so let me make sure my volume is all the way up. Perfect. And so but that's not what this video is about. But if you're interested in free leads and you're like, Garlinda, I really want to get my life insurance business off the ground. I need help. I've been trying, maybe nothing's worked for you. Then I want you to give me a call at 910-494-7798 and let's talk about it. I'm not hiring everybody and their mom. Actually, today is one of the reasons why I got on here to share with you who we're looking for and how you can really genuinely succeed in your life insurance business. Because guess what? I realized that life insurance sales is not for everyone. And a lot of times people come into the industry because it's glamorized online about how much money you can make, and you can make so much money, hop into insurance, get in the game. And nobody tells you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Nobody tells you about the discouraging days and the discouraging moments. I'm trying to figure out how to get my screen to stop moving. Give me 1 second. Host tools, because the screen keeps following me. So let me see if I can fix that right quick. Okay, probably not, but stop live stream. I don't want to do that. Hold on a second. Nope, I want to keep that. Meeting settings. Okay. Anywho, so I just want to share with you, this is what you need to guarantee your success in the insurance industry, right? And I know it might not tickle everybody's fancy, right? But there are some things that I think are going to guarantee your success. And one is the proper mindset that this is a business. It's not a job. It's not going to pay you like a job. It's not going to perform like a job. It's not going to function like a job unless you treat it like a business. And then you can create predictable income. Then you can create predictable outcomes. Then you can guarantee your success, because actually insurance sales is a mathematical equation. We basically can help you. If you say, Garlinda, I want to make $5,000 a month, we could tell you how many leads you need to invest in order to make $5,000 a month. We could tell you how many policies you need to sell to make to net $5,000 a month. Like, it's a predictable business, but the one thing you can't predict is people's level of activity. And so it's just some things I want to tell you that will guarantee your success in business. You got to have the proper mindset. I want to recommend some books to you, right? Because the one thing, there's two mindsets that I've noticed, and this isn't me giving a slight on anybody. This is me giving advice after 35 years in business, 4 years in the insurance industry, the highs, the lows, the ups and downs. I'm having success in the industry, but I've also had some days in the industry where it literally got on my nerves. There's days when I was like, okay, I don't want to do this, but I know that the Lord called me over here. Okay, so now I got to adjust my mindset. So if I have to adjust my mindset and I have to fix my way of thinking, I have to become a different person. So that's the first piece of advice I'm going to give you, is you're going to have to become a different version, a better version of yourself. If you know that you're someone that's prone to complaining, you know that you're someone that's prone to quitting, we know ourselves. So let's not play games with ourselves. That was the conversation I had to have with myself, with Garlinda, my inner man. I had to say, Garlinda, okay, time out. We're not playing any more games. We're either going to be all in or we're going to be all out. We're going to do this or we're not going to do it. We did not come over here to play. So you got to have an internal conversation with yourself. That's number one. Then you have to have the internal fortitude to have stick-to-itiveness and not quit when it gets hard, right? So if you're prone to quitting things, you got to have a different mindset, right? And what does that come from? You got to read different books. I'm going to recommend to you the books that I'm reading, that I have read, or I'm in the process of going to read, okay? So the first one is The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. That's one. The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. This is a powerful book. The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Another one is The Psychology of Selling. Increase your sales faster and easier than you ever thought possible, by Brian Tracy. And he actually sold insurance. So this is a really great book because it gives you skill set, know-how, how to close, how to approach people, how to understand buying triggers. Really great book. One that I'm reading with my leader, my upline in here at Senior Life, and it's Pushing Up People. This is by Art Williams, who was the CEO and founder of Primerica. The secret behind one of the most exciting success stories in American business. It's not about Primerica, it's about leadership and how to grow and scale as a leader. The next one is that you want to get, I have just started this today, Your Next 5 Moves, Master the Art of Business Strategy by Patrick Bet-David. And then this is the last one, the power, it's not the last one, but another one, the power of discipline, how to use self-control and mental toughness to achieve your goals. Because what I find in sales, in all the sales that I've been in, and especially in growing teams, is that people are not mentally tough sometimes, right? They go hither, there, to and fro. They quit when something gets hard, or they quit when things don't go exactly as they think it should have gone, or they see other people complaining. I'm like, why are you moved by other people's complaints? Don't let people take you off your post. I shared this the other day. So that's one way that you can have great success in life insurance sales is read. Get a stronger mind. I've had to ask the Lord, help me to grow a stronger mindset and more tough skin. And that's by reading books that are going to help me with that. Getting around people that are going to help you get a better mindset. Get away from negative people. I left a lot of negative people in my past. I left a lot of complainers in my past. If people call me and want to complain, they don't stay on the phone with me long. Why? Because I'm going to always talk Jesus. I'm always going to refer them back to the word. Right? I'm not a dumping ground for people to call and complain and just throw their trash in my bucket, and then I don't have any good energy. So get away. Number 2, get away from emotional vampires and people that are always complaining, especially in business. Like, girl, those leads suck. Girl, that company sucks. Oh, did you hear what he did? Did you hear what she did? Those are not the people that you want to be around to have great success in the life insurance industry. The third thing I want to share with you is you got to take a complete self-inventory. And this is going to be hard, right? It's going to be hard. And why I say that is because you got to look at yourself and say, okay, how many companies have I gone to? How many companies have I been with? And were they the problem or was I the problem? And if it was them, fine, leave. Right? So that's 2 choices that you have to make. If you were at a company and the company is not giving you what you need, they're not giving you training, they don't have a consistent, healthy lead program, they don't have a sustainable business model, they don't have systems, they don't have structure, they don't have things in place that fit you, what you're looking for. Now, if you're looking for a perfect place, it doesn't exist. But if they don't have like the basics of what you're looking for, where you can have success, leave, right? But I find that a lot of people stay in a perpetual place of being stuck because they know they don't love where they are, but they have a fear of where they're going. Or the minute that they step out to say, I'm going to go over here, then all of a sudden something scares them over here and they run back to where they were. And so the only way to stop being stuck is to stop being stuck. Right? So if you're at a that's my third piece of advice. If you're at a company that you do not like, number 3, leave. Right? But if you're at a company or you want to go to a company and you feel like everywhere you go is more of the same and like nothing's good about any company, that's when you have to self-reflect. That's when you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, Garlinda, okay, is it them or is it you? Do you need to change your attitude? Do you need to change your mindset? Do you need to buy in? That's the 4th thing that I'm going to share with you. You've got to buy into this business. If you're going to sell life insurance, you got to buy into the fact that you're going to have to invest in leads. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it, no way around it. It's no way around it. So when people tell you you don't have to invest in leads, like we have free leads, but guess what you have to invest? Your time. right? If you come over here to the free lead program, you're going to invest your time. We have parameters, we have goals, we have quotas, we have things in place, we have structure, we have systems, but you're going to invest your time if you want the free lead program, right? And so you got to buy into where you're going. That's a fourth thing that I would tell you. Wherever you're going to go, buy in, be all in. Don't stop quitting and then starting over and starting over and quitting. The only way to stop starting over is to stop starting over. I had to have that conversation with myself when I was 27 years old. I'm 56 years old. I used to quit everything. I would, if it was hard or I didn't like it or somebody made me mad, I would quit. If they said something I didn't like, I would quit. If it wasn't 100% everything I thought it should be, I would quit. I was a quitter, right? And then one day, and I wasn't even saved at the time, but I felt like a voice said, stop quitting everything. Stick with something, have some stick-to-itiveness, get some, grow a pair. Right? That's the conversation I had to have with myself, and that I allowed the Lord to have with me through the power of the Holy Spirit, even though, like I said, I wasn't saved at the time, but a voice told me, stop quitting everything. You're quitting on yourself. You're not quitting on the company. You're not quitting on anybody else. You're quitting on you, and you're quitting on your dreams, but you're expecting other people to be all in and to help you, and you're not even all in on yourself. Come on now. So you got to buy in. And so if you've bought into, I'm going to put my life insurance business to work, God, you gave me this license to print money. You gave me this license to serve people. You gave me this license to help people. This is my way out. You got to buy all in. Right? Because the only way to get everything out of it that you want out of it is to buy into the process. And the process doesn't always feel good. It doesn't always look good. It's extremely scary, right? There's nothing wrong with having that, with being afraid, but there is something wrong with allowing fear to control your destiny. And so the fifth thing that I'll share, so you need to buy all into the business, to the industry, and know that it's a phenomenal industry. Then you need to buy all into what it takes to be successful. It's going to take money. At Senior Life, it's $150 to start your business with us. It pays for your background check. You become able to sell two products, Senior Life Insurance and Everlasting Legacy. You get access to so much stuff, right? But you have to pay that amount of money for your own background check. People are like, well, is there any other way around it? No, it's a business. So you have a business expense, right? Come on. And so I'm just saying that sometimes we just don't even want to invest in ourselves. We think that everything should be free. Free has no value at all. Free is so invaluable, and especially for the mind that's not ready. And so I want to encourage you. You got that license for a reason. You got that license to make money. You got that license to make a difference in your life, your family's life, other people's lives that you're called to. For whatever reason you got it for, make it work. Buy in. Buy into yourself. Good God Almighty. Are you worth it? Are you worth it? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. So buy into the industry, buy into the business, to the life insurance business, buy into the company that you're with. And if you can't buy into the company that you're with, you're at the wrong company. And there's nothing wrong with acknowledging and saying, you know what, I don't like this company. Right? I've had to say that at least twice. Right? I said it at least twice. I like the company, but I don't like the culture, because I'm a culture junkie. I'm a fan of culture. I'm a fan of systems. I'm a fan of structure. I'm a fan of leadership. And so therefore, I don't care what amount of money you're offering me. If your culture stinks, I don't want any parts of it. Right? If your integrity lacks, I don't want any parts of it. Because one day I'm going to meet the Lord and he's going to say, Garland, you down there doing dirty business, bad business. And like, what for what? Right? So what are your non-negotiables? That's the fifth thing I would say. You got to have non-negotiables for yourself, and you got to hold yourself accountable and on the line to do what you say you're going to do. I have so many people that call me about partnering in business here at Senior Life and joining our team. And it doesn't matter if you don't have experience or if you don't have a track record of life insurance sales, but do you have a track record of stick-to-itiveness? Do you have a track record of success? Do you have a track record of saying, you know what, come hell or high water, I'm going to make it do what it do for me and mine? Well, is that your track record? And if not, that's where you say, okay, you know what, you got to have a talk with yourself, because I had a track record of quitting. And so when I went into the salon industry when I forget how old, I was in it 14 years, but I remember on the salon at 27 when I had this talk with myself, and I said, Garlinda, you're going to stick with this. And no matter what it looks like, no matter what happens, no matter how hard it is, you're going to stick with it. And I did for 14 years. That was the longest I ever stuck with anything. So then when the Lord told me it was time to go into real estate, and I was like, I struggled mentally to give up my cosmetology license because I thought I'd always do hair. I know you're looking at my hair now, like, whose hair were you doing? I was doing everybody's hair, and I had a successful salon. I had 2 salons, right? And then I ran spots, but I love my hair. Okay, so then when he called me into real estate, I said, okay, girl, Linda, you're not a quitter. I never sold a house. I was afraid, right? I was like shaking in my boots, afraid. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't have anybody to help me except the Lord. And that was all I needed. And every step of the way, he kept me going, right? But it wasn't easy. 16 years later, here we are. Good God, 16 years. I'm like, look, Ma, I made it, right? So then when he called me into the insurance industry 4 years ago to build and grow and create this business, I'm all in this industry. My mind's made up, right? And so have some stick to itiveness, talk to yourself, right? You are your greatest investment. And so what annoys me, and I hate to use that word, but because I can't think of any way, I don't want to church it up. I want to be honest. I always want to be transparent to who I am. And I want to be the same that you see online as when you call me, this is who I am, right? So what I hate, loathe, and I don't even like to use the word hate, is when people don't see value in themselves, when they don't believe in themselves. That worries my whole nerves. Why? Because you are your greatest investment. You are a gift to the kingdom of God. You are a gift to the industry. You are a gift to the world. You are a gift to your family. You are a gift to others. So instead of seeing yourself as less than, know that you're the gift. And how do people see themselves as less than when it's time to invest money in their business? They people that don't see value in themselves word things this way. Well, why do I have to spend that? Why do I have to buy leads? Why not? I'm off. It's a blessing that I get to invest in an opportunity to speak to someone that's looking for what I have, because then I don't have to go out and create it. It's already created for me. So a poverty mindset says, why do I have to buy it? An abundant mindset says, thank God somebody's already invested millions of dollars so that I don't have to go out here and reinvent the wheel to create an opportunity for myself and my family. I get another shot at bat, and I get to invest in that shot at bat. You are your greatest investment. It annoys me when people don't see value in investing money in their businesses and investing money in themselves to grow something that they said they wanted to grow. You're your greatest investment. So why wouldn't you want to invest money weekly in your business? Why wouldn't you want to invest weekly, monthly in your business? And many people say, well, you know what? I don't have the money. And I respect that. I remember when I didn't have the money, I launched 2 or 3 businesses with credit cards. I sustained 2 of those businesses with credit cards. It is what it is. It was an investment, and the Lord paid it off. Right? So invest in yourself. That's the last thing that I will share with you. If you want to have great success in the insurance industry, you've got to be willing to invest in yourself, put on your work boots, stop believing the hype of people online saying it's get rich quick. It's not, it's get rich slow. One policy at a time, one family at a time, one person at a time, one no at a time, one cursed out at a time, one phone hung up at a time. It is a process. But guess what? The word of God says riches gain little by little grow, right? Riches earn little by little grow. So you got to get, and then give yourself time. Good God. The first year in life insurance is the hardest. The second is pretty tough, but it begins to get easier from there. Why? Not because it got easier, because you got better. Right. So if you're looking to come into the life insurance industry and you're like, Linda, I need help and I want help, I'm going to be honest, because I love you, mean it. I'm gonna be honest, we are not babysitters. It's not an adult daycare. It's grown folks over here, right? So if this is what you're looking for and this is what you want to do, we're looking for grown folks that want to have a grown folks business. You don't have to have experience, but you have to have a mindset of a winner. You have to have the mindset of I want something different. You got to be coachable. You got to be willing to role play. You got to be willing to put in your time. You got to be willing to invest in resources. There's no way around it. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you all today, because life insurance agents, here is how you are guaranteed success in your business. That's the topic of the video, and it's the exact truth. This is what you need to be successful. It's not product knowledge. right? Because you can read that in the agent manual. It's not the products, right? It's not the script, because here's my script right here. I was role playing with an agent earlier. You can read the script verbatim and stumble over it. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person and the right thing to the wrong person. It's you, it's me, it's our internal thoughts and beliefs. Stop believing everything online. People lie. They lie. I hate to say it, but they do. They lie. They lie about their company being great. They lie about their leads being great. Either they are or they aren't. Or if they are, then it's us, right? So what are you going to do? It's 2025. It's the beginning of the year. You still have a chance to win in this business. But every time we start something over, we put ourselves back by a year or two or three. And some opportunities only come around once. I don't want to say once in a lifetime, because that's not true. The Lord makes things come back around that He has for us. We just may have to wait. I remember waiting for an opportunity. I remember real estate took 8 years to come back to me. I was already licensed in the state of Virginia during a high market. But if I hadn't been afraid to sell, I could have maximized that market, not done hair, gotten out of the hair industry, gotten off my feet. But fear held me back. Fear didn't hold me back. I allowed fear to hold me back. So I had to wait 8 years for the market to come back, for the opportunity of the Lord to come back around, right? So don't wait on the opportunity to skip you by and to have to come back. And now you got to wait years doing something you hate doing and that you don't want to do because you didn't want to bite the bullet and do the hard work. It's not easy. Life insurance is not an easy business, but stop letting people talk you off your post. There's no grass is not greener on the other side, right? If you don't like where you are, move. If you're looking for a different opportunity, move. But when you find that opportunity, it's not going to be perfect. Stick with it. That's the thing that I'll leave you with, is those that have success in insurance, they stick and they stay. And over time, they reap the rewards of it, because everybody that sells policies makes money. I would say that 25 to 30% of your business is going to be chargebacks. But guess what? That leaves 65% that you're still getting paid on for the next 11 years. Make it make sense why people would quit, because they're afraid. Fear is robbing people of their businesses. Fear is robbing people of their dreams. Fear is snatching destinies. It's not going to snatch mine, and it doesn't have to snatch yours, because it's okay to be afraid. But you know how you overcome fear? Through activity, because fear hates activity. Fear does not want you to have activity. But if you keep calling, you keep dialing, you keep showing up, you keep walking, you keep talking, you keep asking, you keep calling, you're going to have success, and fear is going to go bother somebody else. It's going to leave you alone, because it's like, oh, she got some get up and go in her. He has some get up and go in him, so I'm going to leave him alone, because he knows that you're not affected by it. But I'll show you, I'm literally shutting up after this, but I want to show you how fear shows up. Fear shows up as excuses. Fear shows up as blaming. Fear shows up as quitting. Fear shows up as like lack thoughts, lack talking, lack mindset. Fear shows up as gossiping. Fear shows up as blaming and not holding accountability, like it's everybody else but not me. That's fear, right? Because what we don't realize sometimes is we sabotage ourselves, and it's a cycle of self-sabotage, and we sometimes don't acknowledge it or notice it because we're so used to doing it. But that's where you got to have that conversation with yourself and say, you know what, am I sabotaging myself again? Is this something I always do? One day I was telling my husband something, this is so many years ago, and he said, Garlinda, you got to bust through the wall. He said, I don't know what else to tell you. He said, because it's self-sabotage. You got to bust through the wall. Like, there's no way around it. You can't go around it. You can't go over it. You've got to go through it. And I wanted to hit him. Who wants to hear that, right? But you gotta love yourself enough, or be around people that love you enough to say, you know what, you suck right now. You suck right now. Get it together. Go through it. Feel it. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Be afraid and do it anyway. Because guess what? On the other side of that is success. On the other side of that is the money that you're trying to make. On the other side of that is the team you're trying to build. On the other side of that is the goodness of the Lord and the land of the living that is yours by birthright. Come on now. So that's what I wanted to share with you all today. And what made me want to share that is because, again, so many people reach out to me. And when they're talking to me, some people will join, never get started, partner, and quit before they start. And I'm like, what is going on? But I realize it's not me. It's not Senior Life. It's not life insurance, it's them. Why? Because they don't believe in themselves. And so, if that's you, if you don't believe in yourself, that's where you got to start first. Lord, help me to believe in you. Second, Lord, help me to believe in He who created me. Third, help me to believe in myself and the goodness, the skill set that you've given me, Lord. And whatever I'm lacking, be that for me. Because He said when we're weak, He's made strong. Glory to God. So come on, it's all fixable and it's all figure outable. You just got to go do it. Right. So if that's you, give me a call, 910-494-7798. I'm telling you again, it's grown folks business, but in love. We're going to coach you. We're going to train you. We're going to help you. We're going to lead and guide you. But guess what we're not going to do? We're not going to put your head in the water to make you drink. We're going to show you the water. And then you got to bend your own neck down, your own head down, and you got to drink from the well. Or you got to drink from the pond, the river, the ocean, whatever it is. You can do it. Okay. So again, I'm Garlinda Price. I'm the National Sales Director with Fusion Insurance Group, powered by none other than Senior Life. I want the best for you, and we're looking for the best. So I don't care your experience. If you have a life insurance, but you've never sold a policy, I don't care. But I can show you how to sell one, but you got to be coachable. Okay. So God bless you.